Dude, how cool is that shot right there? That's like some Bob Ross. Hope you guys don't mind being in a video.
What video?
Right.
I'm Mark the YouTuber.
There's Mark the YouTuber.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't even have a YouTube channel. Shit. I'm sorry.
And then there's regular dude Jeff.
Hanging out, having some coffee, and best part to be in winter this time of year.
You ain't kidding. Look at this. All right, here we go, guys. I got the stabilizer on now. So now I can walk and not... It's hard for me to walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, you know? And then we'll put a little cactus in it. Oh! And then look at this. Look over here at the War Wagon. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that's a good shot. Good morning, everybody. Check out that sun, man. That's pretty dope. I'm walking over to check out my trail cam. Last night, I heard a little bit of howling out here. So I'm thinking maybe we might have had a couple coyotes coming. Not exactly sure. So, see if I can remember where I put it. I've been moving the camera a lot lately, but I think I put it here last night. Yeah, there it is. Let's see what we found. Maybe 80 degrees today. About 56 in the van last night without any heat. That is regular dude Jeff over there. We had a nice bonfire last night. I didn't film though. I've been filming a lot lately. And I gotta start taking a little bit of time to enjoy my surroundings and not just film it all. But I do appreciate you all liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. We have had a massive amount, at least for my channel, of new subscribers over the last month. 328 in the last 28 days. Thank you so much, everybody. You are really helping making my dreams come true. All right, so this morning, what's going to happen is I am going to meet another YouTuber. It's a channel I have not really been all that familiar with up until recently, and it's kind of strange because it's a pretty big channel. It was at the recommendation of a mutual subscriber that we meet up. So I thought, what the heck, you know, I'm always looking out to make some new friends. And after watching some of this YouTube channel, I was pretty stoked to actually meet this person. So I'm going to take you guys along, and you'll get to meet this person with me. Truth is, though, most of you probably already know her. Oh. There it goes. He don't want to sell it, but I asked him if he wanted to sell it. I just rocked up to the meeting spot and I met up with the person I'm going to meet, and now we're heading back to camp. I think there's quite a few people at this camp. I'm not really sure though. Guess we'll find out when we get there. But I'm pretty stoked to hang out with this person and get to know him a little bit. Hey, cool kids. How's it going? I finally made it to my destination and I am super stoked to meet this person. Let's see if she's... Hey! So, uh-oh, here comes the little one. Here comes the little one. How are you?
Oh, I know you got a camera in your hand. Hold on.
Great to see you. Finally.
It's so good to meet you, finally.
I concur. And you. Yes, it's good to meet you too. Let's say hi. Yeah, how's that? Everybody knows who you are, little one.
That's right. That's the real star of the show right there.
How are you doing today, Jeepsy?
I'm good, and I have to say I'm so excited to see your van right now because your van is the same year that I was born. You guys do the math on that. So, like, just looking at it from the outside right now, I'm just like eager to get in there and go see it. So.
Well, let's go show it to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, here it is. Feel free to take a poke into the War Wagon and see what you think.
Oh my goodness.
You got to stand in there to get the full effect.
Oh, that is so cool. Look at little one. She wants to come
Can you
in.
do it?
She's like, oh my goodness.
Can you do it?
It's probably a little high
I
for
think
her.
it may be.
Oh, and you fit in here perfectly, huh?
Exactly. You 6'1"
my
actually. You could be
goodness.
6'1" and still stand up in there.
That is crazy. And then the little stove, and this is your fridge?
Yeah.
And you did all this yourself?
So this was a converted 212 Explorer, but it was really nasty shape. So I pulled everything out of it and then put my new bed in here, wallpaper on. I put the flooring on it. I put the ceiling on it. I put the refrigerator in it, the new heater, the pantry, all the solar.
Something like what my parents would have been driving around
Exactly.
when I was being born.
You know, there's a lot of comments left that talk about my mom and dad had one of these when I was a kid.
I'm sure. I'm sure. This is so awesome to see this. So.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Thank you for letting me see it.
All right, so we're over here at Jeepsy's awesome bus. This is an 09. I'm pretty sure it's probably an express platform with
Express, yes.
with a 6-liter in it. I mean, these things are bulletproof. She knows. I mean, she's also a pretty hardcore off-roader. She's got a couple Jeeps. I mean...
Well, one Jeep now.
Only one Jeep now, okay.
I sold the rock crawler Jeep, so I just have the one Jeep now.
Awesome.
Which is an overlanding Jeep.
But she was nice enough to let us take a peek in her bus here, so we're going to do that quick.
Here, I'll go in with you guys.
All right.
Come on, little Wayne.
You coming in,
Come
too?
on, babies.
Oh, my.
Yeah, so Iceco, I was the first person in the United States to have this fridge right here. They made this fridge specifically for truck drivers.
Oh,
So it's a
okay.
stand-up upright fridge, obviously. Now, since I've released the video, it is now available in the United States.
Awesome.
And then this is another Iceco fridge. I had this in my Jeep.
Okay.
And I use it specifically as a freezer.
Okay.
So this whole entire thing is a freezer because ideally I like to be out in the middle of nowhere for at least a month before I have to go and stock up on groceries or anything. And then also my little dog, she is a senior dog and she has some health issues, so she is on special food. And so I have to freeze all her food, and it's a lot.
I will say this, it is so nice in here.
Thank you.
Like when I watched your live this morning, couldn't believe how bright it was. You know, like it's like I can see why you would wake up happy in here every day because it's just like bright and ready to go.
Yep, they say the darker colors affects your depression and your mood swings and stuff like that. And then also the lighter colors make it look more open. So
yeah, I can believe that.
It is a tiny bus.
But it's got all the room. I mean, the counter space on it is, I love your counter space.
And this is my compost toilet. So that is a compost toilet right there.
Okay.
And then because I have a solar system now, I feel like I'm cheating. But my aunt bought me a Keurig. I used to make all my coffee in my Jetboil right here.
Okay.
So I recently just got this Keurig from my amazing aunt. And every morning when I wake up and just press a button, I feel like I'm cheating on this lifestyle.
Spoiled. So spoiled.
It's nice to not have to wait on the coffee now, so.
You know, I've just graduated to a French press, and I really enjoyed a French press, but Keurig, if you ever want to reach out and hook a brother up, you know what I mean? You put one of those in a War Wagon.
And then I just put this in 2 weeks ago. This is a heater, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's a
Is it a-
500 watt heater. It's a very low wattage.
wow.
So I literally just put this in 2 weeks ago.
Awesome. I'm sure you're not even running it right now.
Not right now, no.
Yeah,
no.
I haven't run the heat in about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in the morning, sometimes when I wake up and it's a little chilly, I'll just turn it on, and within an hour, it'll get warm in here.
Awesome.
So, and it doesn't draw a lot of power off of my batteries in my solar system. So I have 3 lithium batteries, 800 watts in solar, control charger, and a 3,000 watt inverter. And then I also have the alternator charger.
Oh, so DC to DC.
So,
Oh, so
yeah.
you're running good power here.
Yeah, the whole solar system thing was like talking to me in a different language.
Space Shuttle Columbia cockpit here. Awesome. All aboard. Well, thank you so much for letting me take a peek inside your beautiful bus. This is
thank
so
you.
sweet.
Thank you for letting me see your van.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. So this is the part where we get to sit down and ask a couple questions. So here we go. First question. Are you full-time or are you part-time?
Full-time.
All right. And how long have you been full-time?
July 1st of this year, I've been on the road full-time for 4 years.
And-
so a little over 4 years.
Okay. And how long before that were you doing it before you were full-time? Were you part-time at all?
I mean, I've always been an outdoors person. I went camping all the time. I went off-roading all the time. I was an avid hiker. I used to go bag the peaks to the mountains and everything. So I've always been a hiker, an off-roader, camper. But as far as traveling, no. So I just full-fledged went for it.
All right. So what do you like better, this or sticks and bricks? Gotta ask, right?
What kind of question is that?
It's one of those. It's I think they call that a softball pitch.
I mean, you know, after doing this for so long, obviously I do not see myself going back to sticks and bricks at all. Not at all. I mean, you have the freedom out here, the peace out here. You don't have the hustle and bustle and the stress and the anxiety of those big cities and everything. So, I mean, just be quiet for a minute. This is what I get to experience every single day. The peace, the nature. Yeah. I wouldn't give this up for the world.
Right on. I can understand that. All right. So then what made you go out and do it?
Well, I'm going to make a long story short so you're not having a 5-hour-long video here.
You guys want a 5-hour-long video? We can do it.
I mean, it's kind of like a sad story or whatever, but I'll make it short and simple. So, I say it's sad, but it's, my past is what has made me today. So I can't really call it too sad. You know, like I've had a rough life my whole entire life. I grew up in the foster care and group home system from when I was 3 years old till I was 17. After signing myself out of the group home system and the foster care system, I started hanging around with some bad people. I got involved with gangs. I was in a gang for a few years. I went to jail for almost a year. That was a learning process for me. And then it just kind of kept going downhill for me after all those years. I was an alcoholic, a really bad alcoholic, but I was drinking now I know I was drinking to cover all the pain that I was dealing with because I didn't want to face the pain that I was going through. Then I met my father for the first time and moved out to Vegas. And long story short, you know, we became best friends. He was diagnosed with dementia and some other health issues. I moved him in with me, took care of him. Due to his dementia that he had, he did commit suicide in front of me one night, which was obviously a very hard thing for me to deal with. Shortly after that, one of my best friends, Kimmy, 2 months later, she was in a coma in the hospital, and I went in there to say my last goodbyes to her, and she passed away as soon as I got there. Shortly after that, my best friend in the whole entire world, Jeff, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, so we knew that he had less than a year. He ended up passing away shortly after Kimmy passed away. And as you guys can imagine, I was still dealing with what I went through with my father. So all this happened within 5 months.
Wow.
So I sunk into a huge depression. My whole entire life, I've dealt with depression since I was a kid, and some other mental illnesses. And after what happened with my dad, and then my 2 best friends, all within 5 months, I didn't know how to deal with it. And, you know, long story short, I engulfed myself into work. I worked 7 days a week. I would go hiking on some spare time. I would never be at home because I was scared to be at home and let my mind race. I was at a Jeep event, met some lady at a Jeep event in Arizona, and she kind of went through some similar things to me, and she started traveling because nature was healing for her. So I was like, oh my God, I feel like the universe put you in front of me, you know, because something's got to give for me. And so I had a 10-year career in Vegas. And so after meeting this lady, mind you, I'm making this story short for you guys. I go back to my job and I give them a 6-month notice. I had 6 months to figure it out or to change my mind. But I knew that nature had always been healing for me. I was always at peace every time I would go hike a mountain or camp or off-road. You know, nature has always been healing and peaceful to me. And something had to give for me because I knew I was going to have a mental breakdown eventually. And so I just started traveling. And my goal with traveling was to work on my mental health and my depression, because I dealt with depression on a daily basis, literally on a daily basis. And since I've been on the road traveling and working on myself and my happiness, this is the first time in my whole entire life that I've actually ever experienced what true happiness is. True happiness.
That's amazing.
I still deal with depression, but not on a daily basis. I might deal with depression maybe once every 4 or 5 months now, but I meditate. And if I feel it coming on, I just go outside, sit in nature, and I meditate, and I deal with it. So that's why I started traveling, was to work on my mental health, illnesses that I have, and everything that I went through, because I never faced what happened with my dad and my friends. I never faced that ever. I just kind of tried to sweep it under the rug, you know?
Sure.
So that first year of me traveling, I was in South Dakota, and I did some spiritual hike on native land out there. And I was sitting on top of a mountain, and I was the only person out there. And I started confronting everything that I went through. I screamed, I hollered, I got it all out. And I even yelled at my dad for what he was doing, but I was able to confront everything that I had gone through. And it was the best decision ever. Try not to tear up, because, you know, I'm not tearing up because I'm sad. I'm tearing up because I know this was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Because I think if I would not have started this traveling and facing all my things in my past and everything, and coming to terms with all of it, I don't think I'd be sitting here talking to you anymore.
I can understand that.
So,
well, that's an amazing story, even in the short version of it. You are a resilient human being, to say the least. I'm just feel so blessed that I actually got to meet you today and hang out with you and learn more about you and spend some time with somebody. Turns out we're kind of maybe a little bit of kindred spirits. You know, we got more things in common than I even expected at the beginning of this, and it's pretty refreshing to see someone overcome so much in their life and has done it with grace. I got to call it grace, because hanging out with you this last couple hours has been a real pleasure.
Oh, so. Thank you. And I feel the same way about you. So thank you. Yeah, you know, I share now. Now that I've worked, I mean, till this day, I'm still working through all my mental stuff and my depression and everything that I've gone through my whole entire life, you know. So, but I share my story a lot to others, because when I went through all this stuff, you know, when everything happened with my dad, my friends, it was like crickets, you know. And a lot of my friends, they were like, oh, well, we just didn't know what to say at a time like that. Well, how about just shoot me a text? Hey, how you doing? Or, so a lot of the things that I went through them alone. I didn't have somebody to talk to, or, whatever. So I do openly share my whole entire life story. And I do that in hopes that it can help other people that might be struggling with whatever they're struggling with, to let them know that they're not alone. Every year for the holidays, I put videos out saying, if you're having a hard time during the holidays, please send me an email. And I always respond to those emails, so.
That's amazing.
The way I look at it now, I feel like everything that I've been through, there was a reason for it. There has to be a reason for it, And I feel like the reason is now I can try to help and reach other people,
Sure.
with what they're going through. So
that's, you're tough SOB.
Yeah, I wasn't then.
Well, obviously you were. You just didn't quite realize it because you made it. You're here, and now you're enjoying success and enjoying your life and enjoying your time with your dog and your new friends and your surroundings, and looking at every day with optimism is that's a lot of area you covered to get to there. So even though I just met you, I'm extremely proud of you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I know that's probably a weird thing to say.
No, not at all. Thank you. I tell people that all the time, though, too. So, yeah.
And then the last question I got, because I've taken so much of your time today. How long have you been growing your dreads?
Oh, my hair has been in dreads for almost a decade now.
I love them. I love them. They're good dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dreadlocks are very easy to maintain living this lifestyle. So, if I didn't have my hair in dreads and it was just my normal hair, you have to worry about washing it all the time. And yes, I do wash my dreadlocks. So, but I just don't wash them as often as people with no dreadlocks. But I do wash them.
Awesome. Well, it has been a pleasure hanging out with you this afternoon and this morning, and getting to see your rig and meeting your dog and learning more about you. You're amazing story, and it's so cool what you do and the way you reach out and try to help people, not just people with their lives or anything like that. She likes to help little YouTubers.
No, he's not that little.
Well, hey, we did hit 5,000 today, guys.
Yay! And I was sitting here with him when it hit 5,000. So congrats.
Thank you to you, and thank you to all of you, because I could not do it without you. But that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Keep on vanning. Rock star, dude. And this is how we do that. My new friend. Awesome. My new awesome friend. So cool. Whew.